Today we will discuss about seed germination, structure of monocot and dicot seed types and factor affecting on the germination. Okay, then what is meant by seed? Seed is a fertilized mature ovule of a flowering plant. Okay, it is a fertilized mature ovule of a flowering plant containing an embryo or rudimentary plant. Okay, or seed is also defined as seed is a fertilized and mature ovule containing the embryo is called as a seed. Okay, this is simply a definition of seed. Seed is a fertilized and mature ovule containing embryo is called as a seed. Okay, then what is meant by germination? Okay, germination is a process. Germination is a process in which some metabolic changes occur in the seeds and it get germinated. Okay, simply seed germination is a process of reactivations of metabolic machinery of the seed resulting in the emergence of a radicle and plumage. Okay, that is awakening of the seed. Okay, in case of seed germination, there are some factors required for the germination of seed. Before going towards the germination and factors are required for the germination, there are two types of seed. One is monocot and dicot. Okay, in case of dicot seed, simply it has a two cotyledons. Okay, or in case of monocot, there is a no two halls of the seed. Okay, simply a single structure. Okay, that is a basic difference between monocot and dicot seed. Okay, it's a monocot and dicot. Okay, then type of germination. There are two types of germination: hypogeal germination and epigeal germination. Okay, first one is hypogeal germination. In this kind of germination, the cotyledons do not come out of the soil surface. Okay, means cotyledon remains below the soil surface. It is a simply a hypogeal germination. In such a seeds, the epicotyle elongates, pushing the plumule out of the soil. Okay, all monocotyledons show hypogeal germination. Okay, it is simply a type of germination. This kind of germination, the cotyledons do not come out of the soil surface, means cotyledon remains below the soil surface. It is called as hypogeal germination and it is observed in all monocot seeds. Okay, and what is meant by monocot seeds, we previously learn about it. Okay, then next one is epigeal germination. In that type of germination, seeds with epigeal germination, the cotyledons are brought above the soil due to the elongation of hypocotyle. Okay, for example, castor, cotton, papaya and onion, cotyledons come outside the soil. Okay, or above the soil. It's called as a epigeal germination. An example of epigeal germinations are cotton, papaya, castor and onion. Okay, vivipary, it is another phenomenon. In case of vivipary germinations, there is no need of germination. It's a phenomenon or giving birth to the young one when it is attached to the plant itself. Okay, in case of vivipary, plant get germinate when it is present on its parental plant and after that it get detached. Okay, this is observed in such mangroves and other crops. Okay, now the factors which are responsible or factor affecting the germination of the seed. You know very well, for the germination of seed, sufficient temperature is required. An optimum temperature range is required for the germination of the seed. Then moisture is also a very good and important factor. Moisture is necessary for the germination of the seed. Then soil, light is needed. Light is also needed for the germination of the seed. And for the germination purpose, seed should be viable. There are dormancy. One concept is dormancy. Dormancy is inability of seed to get germinate. Okay, seed should be viable. There are certain factors responsible for the germination, that is temperature, moisture, soil, light and dormancy period. Okay.